Welcome to SS2 Physical Education. This lesson covers coaching and instructing sport, the skills, methods, and principles used to teach and develop athletes at all levels, from beginner to elite. A coach is much more than a technical instructor. The modern coach performs multiple roles. Technical instructor: the coach possesses expert knowledge of the technical requirements of their sport and can demonstrate, explain, and give feedback on technique. Motivator: the coach understands what motivates each individual athlete and creates an environment where athletes are challenged and supported to give their best effort. Strategic planner: the coach designs training programs, analyzes opponents, and makes tactical decisions during competition. Mentor and educator: the coach educates athletes about sport-specific knowledge, general health, and life skills. Role model: athletes, particularly young athletes, observe their coaches closely. A coach's attitude to winning, losing, opponents, officials, and training sets a powerful example. Guardian of athlete welfare: the coach has a duty of care for the physical and psychological well-being of athletes under their care, particularly when working with children and young people. The coaching style spectrum: autocratic, authoritarian coaching: the coach makes all decisions. Athletes follow instructions without question, effective in some high-performance contexts but can suppress athlete creativity and autonomy. Democratic, participative coaching: athletes are involved in decision-making. The coach guides but athletes have agency, more effective for intrinsic motivation and long-term development. Laissez-faire coaching: minimal intervention. Athletes direct their own training, suitable only for highly experienced, self-motivated athletes. Most effective coaches use a flexible approach, varying their style depending on the athlete, situation, and developmental stage. Effective coaches use a range of instructional methods. Demonstration: showing the athlete what to do, either by the coach demonstrating directly or using a skilled athlete to model. Demonstrations should be accurate, the correct technique, and visible, positioned so all athletes can see. Explanation: verbal instruction describing what the athlete should do and why. Key principles: use clear, simple language appropriate to the athlete's age and understanding. Focus on key points, maximum 2 to 3 per demonstration. Use positive language, what to do, not what to avoid where possible. Questioning: asking athletes questions about what they are doing and why promotes understanding rather than mere compliance. What did you notice about your takeoff? Is more powerful than you bent your knees too much. Feedback: the information coaches give athletes about their performance. Types: immediate versus delayed feedback, positive versus corrective feedback, verbal versus visual feedback. Principles of effective feedback: specific, not just well done but good and positioned in the catch phase, timely, given while the performance is still fresh in the athlete's mind, actionable, tells the athlete what to change, not just that something was wrong. Task design: structuring practice tasks that provide the right level of challenge, not too easy, boredom, and not too hard, frustration. The concept of the zone of proximal development: pushing athletes just beyond their current ability level. Sports coaching happens at different levels of athlete development. Long-term athlete development, LTAD, a model developed by sports scientists to guide the development of athletes from childhood to elite level. Key stages: fundamental stage, 6 to 9 years, emphasis on fun, physical literacy, and learning basic movement skills, no early specialization. Learning to train, 9 to 12 years, technical skill learning, increasing sport-specific training, still multi-sport encouraged. Training to train, 12 to 16 years, building the aerobic and strength base, increasing commitment to a primary sport. Training to compete, 16 to 23 years, sport-specific performance preparation, periodized training, competition exposure. Training to win, 23 plus years, maximizing performance potential at the elite level. Active for life, encouraging lifelong participation after competitive career ends. Nigerian youth sports: the LTAD model is increasingly recognized by the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sport and sports federations in Nigeria, though implementation is uneven. Many Nigerian youth sports programs still push early specialization and intense competition at young ages, which sports science shows can lead to burnout and dropout. The role of secondary school Nigerian secondary school physical education plays a crucial role in the fundamental and learning to train stages, introducing young Nigerians to a range of sports and developing physical literacy. Safeguarding, protecting children and vulnerable adults from harm is a fundamental responsibility of coaches and sports organizations. Types of abuse that can occur in sports context: physical abuse, excessive physical punishment, unnecessary physical contact, emotional abuse, persistent verbal criticism, public humiliation, sexual abuse, inappropriate physical contact or sexual behavior, neglect, failure to provide adequate training environment, nutrition advice, or medical care, bullying, persistent negative behavior from peers or coaches. Principles of safe sport: clear codes of conduct for coaches, athletes, and officials, training in safeguarding for all coaches working with children, clear reporting mechanisms when abuse is suspected, physical education and sport sessions in visible, open spaces, avoiding one-to-one situations between coaches and young athletes without appropriate oversight. In Nigeria, the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports and the National Sports Commission have developed safeguarding frameworks, but implementation at grassroots level varies. Nigerian school PE teachers and coaches have a responsibility to create safe, respectful environments and to report any suspected abuse. The safety and dignity of every young athlete must be the paramount concern. Today we covered that coaches perform multiple roles: technical instructor, motivator, strategic planner, mentor, role model, and guardian of athlete welfare. Coaching styles: autocratic, democratic, and laissez-faire. Effective coaches adapt their style to the situation. Coaching methods: demonstration, explanation, questioning, feedback, specific, timely, actionable, and task design. The long-term athlete development, LTAD, model guides athlete development from fundamental stage, 6 to 9 years, through to elite level. Safeguarding, protecting athletes from physical, emotional, and sexual abuse is a fundamental coaching responsibility. For your WAEC examination, describe 3 different coaching styles and explain the advantages and disadvantages of each for working with secondary school athletes in Nigeria.